Ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls, welcome to Turn Off the Cemetery, the movie podcast exploring films from the turn of the millennium to the end of its first decade. Today's episode, Part 2 of The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. It's Part 2 because these assholes couldn't be bothered to finish it in one go. Anyways, enjoy.
Now when you buy a Whopper value meal at Burger King, get a Lord of the Rings light-up glass goblet, just $1.99 each. Collect all four.
Lord of the Rings comes to Burger King with 19 magical toys, one in every Big Kids meal.
Frodo, look out! A cave troll!
It's about bravery.
Legolas, fire away! Got him!
It's about evil spirits.
Look out! A ring wraith!
Ready to join the fight.
Ah!
Lord of the Rings.
A Fellowship of Nine must destroy it. The Lord of the Rings, directed by Peter Jackson. Rated PG-13. Starts December 9th.
This is why DVDs were invented.
The 2-disc DVD contains hours of special features. Now on DVD and VHS.
We're back, baby. Turn Off the Century's back. We're in part 2.
Which we didn't expect to happen, but that's how good this movie is. It's so good you get 2 episodes of the best podcast on the internet.
This is the best podcast on the internet, by the way.
Yes.
People don't know it yet.
We are ranked number 1 for men aged 7 to 14.
Oh, dude, 9-year-olds love us. They're just listening for like noises, and and we give that to them.
For the boys in this, keep in mind, like, if you get the Hobbit movies, you're technically watching movies 6 and 7. I'm just saying.
Oh. Wait a second. 6, 7. Dude, that's enough. You went too far.
Look, I don't get points for being an idealist. I do the best with what I got. All right.
And what's that?
A couple of jerks talking about some elves and shit.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of elves, we're at their home where we left off last time.
I'm having a hard time remember, so thank you.
So, okay, we might have left the last episode off at the Council of Elrond, but...
Yes.
So by the way, yeah, we're just jumping into it. So you just know, real ones know.
You're in already.
Yeah, we're at the Council of Elrond, but there is a couple of scenes in there too that we didn't mention before the quest starts. And I think the first one we'll start with, just to get it out of the way quicker, is the meeting of Boromir and Aragorn before we get to the Bilbo. And
yeah, that's right. That's a good scene. That's a really good scene.
It is, and I know you guys didn't watch the extended. It's fine. I think that'll just be our dynamic, because then I'll always watch the longer or director's cut version of something.
Yeah.
That being said, I really enjoy the scene because we kind of get an idea that, like, Aragorn really is that guy. This is where he basically grew up, is in Rivendell, hidden away because of his lineage. So every part of his life has already been decided for him because of who he's related to. And I think this shows in that he's very modest about everything. He is the antithesis to toxic masculinity. He is actually everything that, like, when guys get mad at hearing the term toxic masculinity, what they imagine themselves are as Aragorn, but they have none of the attitude. And I think this is one of those where his attitude about everything, which is this modesty, this humbleness, this not immediately declaring how important you are to fucking everybody.
They're actually Boromir, but they're
who again, like, in a weird fucked up way,
who isn't a bad person, but just
like they should pray to be Boromir, because at least his heart is actually in the right place. His actions are not so much. And we see that. So we see the shattered Narsil. They introduce each other as like just merely for, like, who are you? Like, merely friends? Like, oh, well, you were called to the council. I assume you're important too, even though you're just some guy, like, we're in the home of the elves, but you're just some guy. And I love this, because this is in both parts too, where he's holding, Boromir is holding Narsil, and he still cuts him his finger on it. And he's like,
it's still sharp. Yeah.
Pre-tetanus shot.
Well, you just gotta hope that your finger doesn't fall off,
I mean, brilliant visual metaphor, though. Like, we'll come to understand, especially when we talked about the Council of Elrond, this representative of men, because it's like thrust upon him, but he's cut by the one who's actually destined by it. So even though Aragorn is all like modesty and no introductions, no formality, or all formality, I should say, Boromir is hurt by the fact that he's in the presence of the one who's actually destined to be the one, And
it's almost like he doesn't want to fully admit it, and I think that's where his, I guess, character arc kind of comes into play. It's that he still has this kind of resentment to him, and I think that's why the ring is able to overtake him easier than others.
Yeah, I mean, he's having to come to terms with the fact that this guy has kind of been hiding in the woods and just not doing what Boromir considers his actual job, and just sitting out here, having fun with elves, in his view.
Yeah, living a charmed life, so to speak.
Yeah. And Boromir and his family have been on the front lines. Like, he is on the wall. He is what's stopping, not literally him, but his lineage is what's stopping evil from escaping, and now he's just going to be replaced.
They bring this up in the Council of Elrond as well too, where it's like you all get to enjoy this life of calm and peace only because we are perpetually holding back the gates of Mordor.
Yep.
You know, like it's he kind of does get a reason to speak. You know, he
has a point. He has a legitimate point.
Yeah. This just has a very like flowy scene too, and we also see Aragorn with Arwen, where I mean, like, yeah, Arwen is really like I've read the books after watching these movies. She's not in them that much, you know. I appreciate that sometimes like movie logic actually does need to override, where like it makes these characters better by you know, like introducing them something to give a fuck about. Like Aragorn can't just be a nice guy because he thinks the hobbits are cute. Like it's that he has a
which they are.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he can definitely be that.
I mean, you look at Elijah Wood's big blue eyes and you tell me, come on.
I know a lot of cute boys, but none of them are the fucking elven warrior who did that hardest aura forming moment.
That is, you're true. That's true.
Yeah.
But he didn't see it. He actually did not see the water stallions. He still gets to get lost in Frodo's eyes. I'm just saying.
Well, anyway,
Easy
speaking of being heterosexual,
that is not what this podcast is about.
It's kind of a mixed bag. We'll get into it in future movies too, and especially with this one, especially with next Christmas's Lord of the Rings episode. We're definitely going to get about how like you need one of your boys to have your back. You need him to really have your back. So, anyways, I know I enjoy this scene where it's like he's just so constantly refusing the call to action. He's what I like and what I really think makes Tolkien enduring is that like it's already assuming before Joseph Campbell that you've already understood that like there is a natural order to the way stories are told, and it's constantly subverting it, even though it is this like introduction to this entire genre and concept, you know, of truly like high fantasy and world building. And there isn't really like a chosen one. For all intents and purposes, it should be Aragorn, but his actual dilemma is the fact that he's like, one, I don't want this, and two, like that's too much pressure to put on one person to expect them to be perfect. It really does subvert the like savior.
Well, and that's what's so interesting about Frodo as a main character too, it's that like Frodo never wants it either, but and everyone almost feels bad for putting it on Frodo, like understanding like this is a lot to ask of a person. Like
and I think too, like as well, I wanted to segue into the Frodo with Bilbo scene, which this scene hits everybody. I don't think I've met anybody who's seen this movie who hasn't remarked upon this scene on one that Frodo gets Mithril, but he's still wearing the ring, and he sees Bilbo, and Bilbo finally freed from it. He's aged. He's finally like his age is caught up.
He's getting older.
Bilbo
yeah,
has the ring's influence to keep him a spry like 70-year-old hobbit. Now he looks like genuinely an 80 to 90-year-old hobbit. He just by merely seeing the ring, it
like snaps him back into this like
I don't know any
darkness.
of you guys have ever dealt with anybody who's had addiction as a problem, but I'm like, it is like just that simple.
Yep.
You can lead an entire life, an entire retirement from this way of living, and then that sudden like glimpse of like the way relapse works in at least my brain of the like I just let me like, you know, like let me just smell the cork.
Sauce, I've been friends with you since the 8th grade. Trust me, I've seen your addictions, and you know, I'm sorry.
Just for our 12-year-old listeners, he's not sorry. You should never ever never grant clemency to a friend if they ever fuck up.
But yes, no, you're right. This scene, I think it gets because we were talking a little bit before we started recording about how like it's not even the best effect when Bilbo has this moment.
For those who haven't seen it, which you fucking should by this
just
point,
go watch it.
Yeah, he doesn't take Frodo's like, you know, tucking it away, going, no, that's quite all right. His eyes bug out and he turns demonic for a split second of like, get it to me, like, it's
crazy.
And it I think that affects people because I think a lot of people have either dealt with say a parent or somebody in their life where they actually see what it's like when they have something that turns them that way. You know, that
realness that kind of comes out.
Yeah, this effect was the overlapping of or compositing of. It's funny because in a weird way when you're looking at it, it almost looks like, oh, do they just like CG that his eyes bug out and his teeth turn into fangs immediately? It was a practical, like they played the scene straight with Ian Holm, and then they also put on a practical like rubber face on him,
prosthetic, prosthetic
where he goes for it and they composite him over each other, where like the transition is seamless, and it's like I love shit like this because it is both a glimpse of like, I feel it's both literal and figurative at the same time. That it turned him demonic, but it's like not. Is it really from?
Yeah. Did it really happen, or is it? Yeah, is it almost playing with your expectations of what you think happens to someone when that darkness kind of comes up inside of them?
Yeah. You ever meet somebody who takes a certain tone with you, and you just suddenly reframe your entire perception of them?
Yeah, and you see it, and I think that's what makes the scene work so bad, is that both actors are very good, and Frodo looks so almost disappointed.
Legitimately scared.
It's well scared, but also like I feel like disappointed. Almost like, oh man, like I can't believe like this still has this on you kind of thing. And it's played very real for a movie about elves and hobbits and shit. It's played very real.
I think it lends itself to so much like credibility as an impactful movie for people, is that the analogy hits so close to home. You know, it's like the way my car keys talk to me after 7 beers is like the Green Goblin mask. You know, like there's certain I think visual analogy.
What did I say?
But I mean, like, sorry, I will admit, like, I did. This movie's so good that it never is enough. Even after I watched the 3 hour 40-minute version of it, I immediately jumped right into Two Towers, and like we'll see as that carries on. Like this does affect Frodo, and that like he sees that like even in this short time, like it's already going to, like, he will, much like the scar he's already carried from the Nazgul. He's going to carry this. He's going to have this this fiending inside of him for the rest of his life already.
Yeah. He's used the ring. He's put it on before, so he knows that it has this permanent effect on him, whether he wants it or not.
And he's also just because this will come into play later in our conversation. He's given a mail made of mithril to wear, where it's like light as a feather, but impenetrable as anything.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah. all 3 of our female listeners, thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
thanks.
They're
fellas.
all clapping right now.
These guys get women.
Hell yeah. The Craft.
All right,
is a
so
good movie.
So that before, so we left off at the end of the Council of Elrond last time. We're on the quest, and then I love that. So like Frodo, he takes it on, and something that it was explained to me back when this came out, because I tried to understand, was like if it's so immediately corrupting to Frodo, immediately corrupting to Boromir, it's so immediately corrupting to Gimli. We even see, that, and even Gandalf, Gandalf knows that, like, me being in the same room with it is already a liability. Why is Frodo so immune to this? And the way it was explained to me, and this is by Lord of the Rings nerds who read all the books several times over before the movies even came out, was that because hobbits have lived this such like serendipitous life, like much like we described Eden in the last episode, that it's so perfect that like they just don't understand the desires from desperation. They don't understand that they're just not used to a life of this weird longing to
this kind of privilege.
Precisely.
They want for nothing. They're live in heaven, so why would they need anything else? I mean, you get it in the first beginning of the scenes. Like there's only 2 hobbits that ever want to leave. It's Frodo and Bilbo. Everybody else is.
And Frodo's is partially
purely content. Yeah.
Frodo's is partially inspired by the fact that he's, one, related to Bilbo, but 2, that like Bilbo is the only one who left him. When he left, he had a great adventure that changed him to the point. I did watch. I've been watching every video or podcast that I can get my hands on to kind of like just listen to different interpretations, because this one has just been so set in my mind. And one of them was that Bilbo's speech during his birthday party is kind of it's a drunken admission. It's less for show than you think. Like the disappearing part is for show, but the like I can never recite it verbatim, but it's like I know half of you as well as you deserve, and like the other half of you even less than you think you should have. Anyway, it was something basically what he's getting to in this interpretation.
He's saying I don't like most of you, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but it's also the fact he's like, I can't even relate to any of you. He's like, you all live this very peaceful life, and he's like, I've come back after this adventure, but what I really want is just to leave again. And he's like, how do I explain to all these people who lead a perfect life that I don't want to even be a part of it? And it has a kind of like a heartbreaking like.
You bore me.
What?
You bore me, and I'm leaving.
Well,
no, the antithesis of that, where it's like it's kind of heartbreaking to be like the place that you come from, you can never really relate to.
Well, so I think about how fast Boromir gets corrupted too, and I feel like this is how it's almost in a way telling you why it's coming from a good place, because Boromir does care so deeply for protecting his home and all this kind of stuff that he sees it immediately as a way to protect. And so it's why it's immediately like corrupting him, because it's like, well, I can just use this and this can solve all my problems, you know. And
you have somebody suffering from some disease with like a parent or something like that, and you're like, you have the cure in your hand. You know?
Yeah.
Please give it to me. That's literally the only thing I need. But he's blinded by it, and we really start the journey of this is actually where the fellowship, quote unquote, like takes place. Like we have the hero shots, you know, like establishing, and I love the immediate, like Frodo chooses it, and they all like humbly like accept, you know, it is the will of the council that like we got to get this little guy. Ostensibly, he's not going to be corrupted by it quite as quickly. As far as everybody understands.
As far as we know, yeah.
And then they're leaving Rivendell, and Frodo immediately is like, do I go left or right?
But you know what? I was thinking about it too. What makes this so good, and I know it kind of invented the fantasy genre in a way, but like whenever you read modern fantasy or watch any modern fantasy, it's important that everybody is seen as like the top hero. And in this one, because they're dealing with such a dangerous item, everyone is almost an apprehensive hero in this situation. Like, they know they have to do this because it has to be done. No one really wants to do this because they know what the stakes are. And I think that makes it so interesting because, again, when you read modern fantasy or anything like that, everyone is almost excited to be on this potentially world-ending adventure. And it's like, no, you probably shouldn't be excited for this.
Well, they really workshop the idea of quote unquote like a fellowship. Like, can we send 9 of our finest, at least the ones that we could gather, to like uphold something where like, can you not be selfish for the next like 2 months?
Right.
Basically.
No, that's true.
Although it's longer, I know in the books like the timeline is like this shit does like it takes several years for all this shit to go down.
Yeah.
But really, like however they're looking at it, like we need to escort him into the most dangerous country in the world and have him go on a suicide mission. Are you all willing to go with him? And I like this. These next part, I feel like we can almost kind of gloss over, if not for the fact that like we have the scene where they're kind of getting used to being together, going on this trip, and like trying to find even the path to get into the country. And we see that Boromir is training the hobbits. Like I like this scene because it's kind of like, what is he really training them for? You know what I mean? They're 3'5", and he's like the fact that like it kind of I like this because it really does show that like Boromir is ultimately like he's just one of the guys. He's just one of the
but and I like it too because
he has everybody's best interest at heart.
You're right. They're having fun, but also I think it shows that the hobbits have a cunningness to them, and that's why they are, there in the first place. Because while they're playing and they're having fun with the swords and everything, he kind of points over and kicks them in the shin, and they knock him down, and it's it's fun and
get
playful,
the upper hand together on Aragorn, and this does come into play later as we'll get there.
And it's like while that is fun and playful, it's showing that these hobbits do have a clever side to them, and there is a cunningness to them that maybe they don't get to showcase very often.
Yeah. And like I feel like this is almost might be like a little bit of a slog part of the movie, only because everything that comes after it is so impactful.
Sure.
That like so like they immediately get spied by a flock of ravens, which I guess we are to understand. I think they called the Kreb. Fuck, I already forgot.
It's some fantasy word.
Yeah, like the Krebri or something like that. I literally looked it up. I've been. Hey, I ain't even like the Tolkien fans. Like, I straight up tried to do my homework. Trust me. And like, I haven't read the book since I was in high school. But like, give me a break.
I think you're doing great on this. It's just I just love that. That's the moment where Robbie's like some fantasy word. There's been a million fantasy words.
Well, look, everything is fantastical. They're literally just birds that go like, yeah, hey, they're over here. By the way,
I love fantasy terms. I love when fantasy authors throw in a bunch of nonsense like that. But there is a point where it's just like, this is just a fantasy word. I don't know. It means something.
Yeah.
Here you go.
They're birds that suck, and not like birds that are nice and normal. But so like
exactly.
Yeah, so we see that Saruman, and I kind of want to take this point where like they decide to try to go over this mountain pass because they're spotted and they can't cut through the way they wanted to. Gimli the dwarf keeps recommending that they cut through the mines of Moria, and Gandalf is apprehensive to this like from step one. He's like, absolutely not. So they decide to go through a mountain pass, which is just like an insurmountable, endless blizzard that Saruman, now wise to where they are, is sending at them. But he also has another plan. And I don't know if we talked about this, but I do want to get into the creation of the Uruk-hai army. And I think this is the point.
Yeah, this is where you start seeing the Mud Boys.
Dude.
The Crebain are the birds, I believe.
Also, okay. But also, when the orcs are getting birthed, man, an effect I really want to pull out, I love they make that like weird little goopy looking
sack?
womb sack in the ground.
What's the part that comes out after a person is born? I'm sorry, what's that called?
Placenta.
Yeah, the fact that they're birthed through placenta.
Sauce got
like
hungry.
Watching the predator be born, it's so sick.
Yeah,
It's so gross looking, and it looks awesome, and you just see like their face kind of poking through the clear. It's so gross.
And
in its
when
birth,
they do
like, there's a midwife, there's an orcish midwife, and through being born, its first act is immediate, like, reckless violence, where he just kills the fucking orc.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it tells you everything you need to know so quickly. It's like, it's gross, it's big, it's strong, and all it wants to do is kill immediately upon being born.
Yeah.
It's there to kill.
Who do you serve? Saruman. Oh, yeah.
Whom do you serve?
Is immediately like, yeah, whoever's gonna put a sword in my hand and let me just fucking start killing white people.
Yeah, just let me go at it.
Let's fucking go. So I mean, like the mountain pass, like which we get, like Saruman is throwing, avalanche and blizzard at them. I feel like this stuff is good.
It's definitely where I'm not paying as close attention because it's just kind of
the part that
them
I
trying
am
to
is
survive.
that just this early into the start of like this mission, Frodo falls down the snowy mountain. This is before we get to Moria, but like before he falls down the snowy mountain, the necklace the necklace that holds the ring has found a way to come off of him and go into Boromir's hand, where he picks it up, and he is immediately falling into the trope of once you're entranced by it, is that it's a pity that we all should suffer these fates, plural, like we all should suffer these fates over such a simple trinket. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he knows that, like, not everyone is going to make it out of this. He said fates, plural. You know,
and we brought it up in the first part of the episode. I like that the ring is almost seen as its own thing, having a mind of its own. You know, it isn't just an inanimate object that happens to have this power. There is more to its power than what you even think.
Yes, and like it operates almost in this ethereal way where, like, much like how did you could like sit there and be like, logically it couldn't have fallen off of Frodo's necklace because he was using Elvish chain to hold it down. It's like, no, it has a mind of its own. In the same vein that when he was in the Prancing Pony, he tripped while holding it and it fell onto his finger. In that, like, it
does that little weird thing when it like kind of moves over to the side a little bit.
Yes,
to fall on his finger. It's just like it's very intentionally doing its own thing.
Also, when that shot, beautiful shot when the ring is just sitting in the snow. That's like one of the prettiest shots I've ever seen in a movie. The gold looks so gold, and it's just like there's something so cool about it.
It's perfect in simplicity, and that was one to even go back to. Like, I know we like to talk about like reminiscing on the show, like showing it to my parents, and we had to do it on a DVD, but we did buy like at the point like which was a big dick, like welcome to the upper middle class, like like this 50-inch rear projection TV. I remember like even both my parents being like, oh, like, yeah, that's why people like these movies. This shit is beautiful. Like, it's such a simple shot. It's the ring sitting in the snow before Boromir takes it, and before Aragorn, much like somebody puts their hand on the on their holster, like Aragorn goes straight for his sword, going like, I will cook this fool in front of you guys if he doesn't give it up in the next 15 seconds.
He lets him know.
I like how you said had to watch it on DVD, and I watched it on DVD.
By choice.
Again, Hunter, you didn't have to nothing.
It was by choice.
Right. I chose to.
I just
or
feel like
did it choose you?
Full disclosure for the home theater heads at home, like me and Robbie own the 4Ks of this, and then Robbie still watched the theatrical and I watched the extended, but I'm like, this is one of those where I'm like, I so 10,000% like get it. One, like it looked gorgeous watching it on a 35mm projection, but I'm like, even like Hunter, some credit to Hunter, like the first time I watched the extended version, the only way to watch that was the home DVD release.
Yeah,
so, like,
true.
And
the only technically the only reason I don't have it, I didn't have the Blu-rays because it was taken from me apparently. All I own right now is the Fellowship of the Ring DVD in widescreen. I don't even know why I own
why
that.
You even have that to begin with.
I don't have any clue why I have it. It's like I got a friggin' Indiana Jones. Someone swapped out my box set for a shitty version.
So back to on the mountainside, they're hit with such a blizzard that they truly have no choice at this point. They ultimately give it up to Frodo, where they go, let the ring bearer decide. And I think I like these moments where they refer to him as the ring bearer, like that is his role in this company. That he's like we go through the mines of Moria and we get to the riddle, the elven door. Which
I'm sorry, we skipped over when he. In the scene when he's talking to Bilbo, I just wanted to point out this thing I love most is in true RPG fashion. Frodo gets handed his level up weapons. Where he gets the glowing sword that detects orcs, and then he gets the armor, the plus 10 armor.
Yes.
I love that it's like every RPG trope that you see. I just love that every RPG trope that you see in the future, it's just like, it's probably that specifically.
Which, I mean, like, to have that instinct to like come up with that is so heartening. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, there's something to it. You know.
Yeah, you get your plus 10 armor, you get your plus 5 sword, and it's like, okay, cool, and it's got a special ability to it.
Yeah.
I forgot. I was like, I couldn't remember if we talked about that. I was like, I just really enjoyed that.
So yeah, we arrive at the gate of Moria, the secret door entrance, which is. Did Elrond make this? I'm sorry, if somebody can like lore check me on this. Is like, did Elrond have a hand in, or is it Celeborn? I can't remember. Like somebody, one of the elves, because there was a time when there was a like union between them. You know
it was something. I don't remember which specific elves had to do with it though.
Yeah, but I love that it's like the simplest riddle in the world, and they're stumped on it for fucking hours.
I like to when it cuts to them and they're all just standing around, just going like, oh, I don't know, man.
I know the door is in these like runes that can only be revealed. This is also like referenced in the Hobbit movies as well, which I kind of give it. I love that. Like he gives it credit to. But they're like, yeah, it says speak friend and enter, and it's like, okay, is it saying speak you as the friend and enter? And it's like I remember the first time watching it being like what's another language's word for friend? And like that was very satisfying being like, what's the Elvish word for friend? It's like, Bella.
Amigo.
Muchacho.
Amigo.
And so, like, it opens, and they go in, and are immediately met with something like Kraken in the water that just the first of an unending fight scene that is just the rest of this movie.
Also,
excuse me, sir. That's called the Watcher in the Water.
Yeah. Come on, Kraken is something else, brother. H.P. Lovecraft.
No, I'm more of like a Game of the Thrones kind of guy, where it's like,
of course you are. Of course you are.
No, I'm not. I'm actually straight up like the Middle Earth Tolkien over Game of Thrones, even though
I agree. I like Game of Thrones too, but yeah, I like the books. But I like this. I like this sea creature. I like the design of it, and I like. I think we talked a little bit about it in the other one, but I feel like this is the last movie of this era where they knew how to shoot CGI creatures. And
because they had to nail it. They had to nail it, otherwise it would like ruin literally the 2
look like
hours
shit.
Movie you've been watching beforehand. You know?
And you're looking at it, and everything is shot so quickly. It's obscured by shadows. Yeah,
you get a quick taste of everybody's like power scaling too. You see that like Legolas is not only an archer, he is a like eagle-eyed archer. Like he hits a moving target with its tentacles, holding on to someone's foot with like precision, like knowing where it's going to go. Like it's you kind of get the idea that like, okay, they at least brought like the homies along who know how to fight. Yeah. Like they know how to squabble.
It's also too, I think, Frodo's real first taste of like, there's no going back now. Like,
yeah, this is where Watcher in the Water brings down the entrance to the mines, and there's no going back, and they're in pitch black.
And Frodo, through no fault of his own, is the one who gets grabbed by the monster, and it's like, again,
whose fault is it too? By the way, which this will all add up as a very fun thing. It's fucking Pippin who's just throwing rocks in the water. And
that's right.
And just fucking knock that shit off, man.
But I think it also makes them a little like, oh shit, like we actually might have to take this a little serious now. Yeah, we're not just having fun with the boys anymore.
Bad enough
there
that
is
they're
real
like
shit.
Bird spies, and like an evil wizard 1,000 miles away can just throw a blizzard at you. You know, just at a
but now there's also this creature with tentacles in the water that you didn't even know existed prior. You were used to going and hanging out at the bar with the boys, you know, like.
So they're in the mines of Moria. Gandalf does his wonderful this is like how a really good scene of how I like to see magic portrayed is that it should truly always be this otherworldly thing, not just that I have the Force. And I'm as much as I do still love original Star Wars, like the Force was also, I think, like kind of explained in this way, but it became the, like, just give everybody telekinesis and that's what magic is.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, it's the fact that Gandalf puts a stone in his staff and he causes it to light up, which like lights the way through this impenetrable labyrinth of a dwarf fortress. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys wanted to go into we get into Balin's tomb.
Oh yeah, this scene's. I mean, there's been a couple scary scenes in the movie. This one's scary as hell.
It's also really depressing because the whole time leading into this, the reason Gimli wanted to go through the Mines of Moria is because he is expecting, he's like, we're gonna be in the graces of my kin. Everyone's gonna be partying. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, you guys are very lucky you brought a dwarf with you.
Yeah, I can show you guys through
this. There and
this.
it's like this is no mine. This is a tomb, baby.
It is a tomb. Everyone's dead.
We enter Balin's tomb, and for those of you who've read The Hobbit, know that that's one of the guys who quested. I think Ori is with him as well in this tomb, like as skeletons. They weren't just killed; they were killed a long time ago. And everyone's been oblivious to it, and as if it wasn't bad enough that these mines are. Sorry, before we get that. This is gonna editing. This is gonna be a nightmare. But Gollum is following them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They did. They do allude to. They know Gollum's following him, and he's like, "Oh, he escaped." And Gandalf specifically is like, "No, maybe he was let out.
Yeah, escaped.
Maybe
or
this
set
is what
free.
he's sent out to track us."
Yeah, and we get the point. Like this scene is so crucial, so I had to be like, "Oh fuck, hang on."
Is that where you see Gollum's eyes and they're
yeah,
shining?
you see him.
That's
being
a really cool looking
scene.
It's when he still looks scary. It's before we get how he's revealed to look in Two Towers.
Yeah.
It's the fact that there's just this little fucking demon just staying just far back enough to keep an eye on you because he knows that it's not the right time to strike. And this is where we get the actual this is the theme of the movie.
It's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance.
Pity? It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play yet, for good or ill, before this is over. The pity of Bilbo may rule the fate of men.
I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened.
So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you also were meant to have it. And that is an encouraging thought.
Is this conversation between Frodo and Gandalf. And Frodo says, it's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance. And to Gandalf as a character and Ian McKellen playing this, to his credit, he nailed it. He straight up shoots him a look of bro, can you chill the fuck out? It is a very a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance. It's pity. It's pity that stayed Bilbo's hand may prove to be the thing that saves us all. It's a your uncle, the person you're descended from, and this is also another instance of the ring already corrupting Frodo. This seemingly uncorruptible or harder to corrupt person is the fact that he's this is an annoyance to me. I wish he'd be dead.
I wish he was just dead. Yeah.
Either. But Gandalf tells him he's Frodo's feeling the weight of it. It is already the weight of actually carrying the ring is already starting to wear on his neck, and he's saying I wish this never. He really, for the first time, admits it to everybody. I wish this never happened to me.
Well, again, it's that frustration. I think that comes from the scene of getting attacked by the sea creature. There is that it is that there is no turning back. I understand this now, and now I wish I didn't get caught up in this fucking mess.
If somebody else just made a better choice in the past, this wouldn't be happening to me.
And I could have just been at home hanging out, looking at my phone, hitting up Tinder.
Yeah.
Just only hoping the only people who died were people who took my parking space,
And I mean, so like this is the I feel like theme and moral of the movie, being even a part one, is that like Gandalf, who's been alive since the first age, is like telling him like everybody feels this, man. Like anybody who has to go through such times where your choices actually matter and everything's at stake. It's like, but like you can't lose yourself to it. All we can do is acknowledge the time we have left and do the best we can with it. And that, as it comes into play in the climaxes we'll get to later, it's a very important scene to hold on to.
And let me tell you, when he delivers the line about it, like even this time around, it like really hit me. Of just like,
it's reassuring in the way that a parent or grandparent gives you gives you a line that is so reassuring that like you will be okay if you just keep going.
Well, and it's like I don't know. I'm sure you guys have had hard times and been poor and been struggling, and that's something that when you're in those situations, it's something you need to tell yourself pretty frequently of like that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, that you can make it past this, and you can't let those darker thoughts that you get, because they do pop up, you can't let those take over. You have to just stay strong, stay the course kind of thing. And it's real.
And as if to illustrate this point immediately after the fact, we get to Balin's tomb, where Gimli, expecting a hero's welcome, realizes that all the dwarves of Moria are dead. Like they're gone. They're in this tomb.
And you see the heartache of Gimli in this, and it's like, man.
He immediately starts mourning. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you think about it, it's like, it's not, like you said, it's not that they just died. It's that they've been dead for a long time. They are skeletons, It's like, So to have to like come to terms with that so immediately, and knowing that you can't just linger on this, you're going to have to keep going. That's rough.
And Gandalf pulls out the book, which is supposed to be the last record of their last stand, and it's I think it says, was it like drums in the darkness?
Yeah, drums in the darkness.
Yeah,
they're at the door. They're at the gate.
Door. And just ending on, we cannot get out. We cannot get out, and the handwriting on the quill drags down to the end of the page. Like that's the last thing they're saying, is like, we cannot get out. And as they're freaking out and kind of realizing the severity, and also taking a moment to mourn, Pippin, much like activating the Watcher at the Water, much like he just can't help himself, a little curious cat that he is, knocks an entire upper torso, including mail and helmet and everything, down with seemingly bottomless shaft that just this crashing sound, which I love. Again, why this works as a movie. It knows how to set this stuff up where its danger is imminent, but we're still going to give you a moment of levity. And it's a frustrating levity too, where it's like this, the never ending, like every item or surface that this helm and torso and armor can clang against, it does. And just like they're all just like, you just gave away our position to a probably unyielding army that wiped out all of the dwarves in Middle Earth, period.
Gandalf shoots him.
Gandalf told him to throw himself in.
Yeah, Gandalf shoots him the fucking look and goes, "You dumb son of a bitch! I wish I could throw you down that well right now."
Do us a favor and do it yourself, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
and it's the most real shit. If you've ever been with friends in a tense situation and you do something stupid, and you,
I legitimately thought you were gonna say sauce there.
Hey, I mean,
wow, way to call me out, bro.
What the fuck?
Hey, I wasn't gonna,
but now that we're all talking about it, you remember that time
I have something I want to talk about.
And you remember the time we were in Tijuana and you told them the Federales badges? I don't need no stinking badges.
I mean, there's also the "it's okay, officer, I'm just drunk," but
yeah. Oh, see, these moments happen.
They happen, yeah.
That's lore that'll only be available on Patreon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just leave that quote, and that's it.
But we get treated to, I mean, straight up like one of the hardest action scenes where I'm like, even if you were like, this shit is boring, I think this stuff goes so hard, and also like PlayStation has been chasing this high ever since. So,
yes. Yes.
Like We also, as the levity, it's the fact that like the levity doesn't relent necessarily just because of how serious it goes. Is that the sword glows blue? They hear an army of goblins and orcs coming for them. Aragorn and Boromir try to close the door. Boromir peeks through the door and goes, "They have a cave troll."
You don't see it yet. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
You're left like, what's a cave troll?
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know. I think the CG holds up only because like there's weight to everything. Where it's like,
yes,
on one hand, everybody's squaring off against little fucking grunts, but there's straight up like it is a boss battle.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this when I was watching it too. I was thinking about the actual fight choreographing in the movie. And I like, because, you know, you look at modern action movies and I feel like everyone's so influenced by 90s Hong Kong stuff, which I love 90s Hong Kong fighting, but everyone does it. And everyone's doing the thing where it's like, oh, the guy just runs and he can jump off the wall and kick the guy in the face and do a backflip. And he's just doing that to everyone. Everybody, I guess, knows wushu kung fu. But what I like about it in Lord of the Rings is that it feels very real when they're sword fighting, and when they're, like you're saying, there's a weight to it, and there's like a weight to the decisions they're making when they're fighting the orcs and the cave troll.
And they're also, like, what you're saying is, with doing the kung fu type stuff, they save that for people that might be able to do that. Like when you watch
like Legolas
fight, it's a different fight than with Gimli fighting. He's like, Gimli is small, stout, smashing things with a axe, and Legolas is jumping off walls and
right. And Aragorn is very efficient and like
he also saves Boromir, which like they have a little beef on the mountain, but it's like you know, he lobs the dagger and he's like, "No, I got you, homie." Like it's
like we're still cool
together.
Yeah.
and then even the hobbits like have their own like Sam doesn't have a sword. He's got the frying pan and he still finds a way to like use it to his advantage. You know,
also, I pumped my fist so hard when he used that frying pan. I was like, "Fuck yeah, Sam!"
Yeah. Merry and Pippin are like so close. Like, they might as well be brothers. They're such like close friends that they attack in unison. You know, like they're like, singularly we're fucking worthless, but together we can like jump on and like do some shit. You know,
and they kind of help turn the tide of the fight. By the way, like which I think is really cool.
We're treated this amazing fight. I mean, I feel like we could like break it down as long as we want to, but I'd almost rather spend more time with like closer to the end of the film.
Sure.
It fucking rules.
Yeah.
And then Frodo gets stabbed once more, which I remember watching it with a friend who was just not about this. It's like my third time I had seen it. You know, like, I don't know, like you just have a certain, every once in a while you'll get a friend who's like, I don't give a fuck about any of this makeup bullshit, fairy tale, I hate hobbits, I hate
fantasy
elves,
make-em-ups.
Yeah, and like he was already like in a bad mood, and he's like already mad that he's like, dude, like remember him leaning over and be like, yo, Frodo's kind of a bitch. Like, he just keeps getting hurt. And like, Frodo should actually be a badass who's actually better and smarter than everybody. Like, you know what? He like literally like scoffed and did like of course, Frodo got stabbed. And yeah, well, while Frodo gets stabbed, like, and they all like take their time to just absolutely wreck that goddamn orc or cave troll.
The cave troll.
It's the Mithril is revealed, where it's like that. Like, oh, thank God they set that up earlier. Otherwise, we'd have been like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Like, this mission sucks, dude. They continue on. They can waste no time. And as they're about to get jumped by thousands of more orcs and goblins, they've awoken something else, and not just something else. You guys, I mean, fuck it. This is the like maybe action scene of the movie, if we're being real too. Like,
God! Yeah.
Oh, they can fly now.
Fuck you, fuck that movie. What I'm saying is the Balrog. Like even before the dwarves met their doom, they awakened something because of their greed, and it is not just anything. It is a Balrog. Like that shit hits you, and unless you played Street Fighter in Japanese, you're like, oh, I've never heard that word before.
The most metal name for a creature of all time.
Correct.
Too.
Even the Street Fighter character is named after this fucking thing, you know. So, which I've seen different interpretations of this. I gotta say, this movie one like knocks it out of the park, leagues ahead so hard that like this has to be the definitive in everybody's mind interpretation of what this otherworldly, ethereal creature that is technically also a Maiar, like Gandalf is, the Balrog, which is, what if Satan had all the Chaos Emeralds?
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like all the orcs and goblins like flee immediately because they're like, no, y'all are
We're not dealing with this shit.
Sorry, bud. We're not getting paid enough for this. We're not getting paid at all. But
yeah, we might be evil, but y'all brought some fucking evil ass shit into this world. What's this, Hunter? What's this?
This is the miniature for it. I wanted to share it.
It'd be funny if a miniature. If this thing isn't also like 3 feet tall.
It's not that big, but it's very big. It is very large, and I know Robbie's gonna want
dude,
it.
that's pretty sick.
That's fucking. And it's $80. I can buy it. Except
I can buy it. I have adult money now. I can buy it.
That's sick. Thank you for sharing, Hunter. Thank you for show
absolutely.
and tell. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing Hyper Devil with all the Chaos Emeralds.
Hyper Devil. This is what the bad guy from Legend wishes he was.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like an actual like extension of that, where they're like, no, it has to be the most evil shit you've ever seen in your life. Like when I think demon in my head, I think this shit. Like where it's like not no mere thing to be trifled with. So the Balrog starts its chase, and I mean they really save their time for its reveal. Like it's not until they get to the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
Again, it's that shit where like after 2001, everybody forgot how to do CGI in movies. And it's like this movie takes its time. It really picks its shots and picks its like what it's showing you and when it's showing you. And
correct.
I feel like that's such a lost art.
Even for this series, I always kind of come back to this because I love how Lord of the Rings did it CG. And I really disliked how the Hobbit trilogy did CG. Yeah. Even with the same people, same person. Because it's, again, what we were talking about before. This stuff, you knew how to hide it in the shadows. We lost the recipe somewhere along the way. It's like, instead of...
Well, they're in the shadows, but it's a monster made of fire. So any part of its presence... There's like there's also a tactile energy to it.
Yes.
I will drop a link probably in the show notes once we drop this episode. I think I sent this to Hunter, or I've reposted it as well on Twitter, but there is something about forcing your characters to actually have tactile responses with the world around them. Yeah. And I think that's why this scene works, is that like they're trying to get to this bridge. It is a singular, literally 3 foot wide bridge, suspended in the air, thousands of feet. They're all trying to like make their way to it, but like every part of this world where like this demon that is like the size of 10,000 Tyrannosaurs, is like coming after them. Like is truly this like they've awoken something like from the old days, like straight up from the Old Testament, so hard that like there is no weapon, there is nothing you have that can stand a chance to it. But at the meantime, they're trying to traverse a shaky stone bridge that is being demolished by the presence of this monster coming there, and they're all like, that's where we have like nobody twasses a dwarf. Again, they still stick in the levity, and they're all like straight up scraping by, like just trying to be like, we have a few little people and like one tall guy who weighs 65 pounds, but also like a bunch of fucking dudes and an old man. Like Jesus, like it is like the odds are so incredibly stacked against them, but they're interacting with this environment, and they're trying to like the fact that like even by the grace of God that a stalactite falls and hits.
And
the
again, I
bridge
think that tactile feeling of the creature comes from that background of this like almost B-movie pedigree, where it's like these are all filmmakers who have dealt with puppets and animatronics and things. So I think they're treating even the CGI creatures the same way they would treat a puppet or an animatronic in that sense.
They also intelligently, and I don't think that it came from the book, I might be mistaken, but they gave it like a weapon that could interact with stuff, and it wasn't like a sword or a shield or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a whip. So you get this like traveling line that kind of follows with the wherever he's moving, and how he's moving the weapon really interacts with the terrain and stuff. So you're kind of focused on this almost a magic trick over here, where it's like, look at this cool, like crazy looking weapon, and don't look at like every detail necessarily on this big monster.
And that's what filmmaking is. Filmmaking is all just magic tricks, It's all just getting you to look at certain things they want you to look at.
And that whip became super iconic. Like I said, it shared that miniature. That's the coolest part. It's this big ass whip hanging off the side, and I don't think that's in the
covered in fire.
I might be wrong. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall that being in the book. I think that was a creation for the movie.
And I mean, I think we're treated to the hardest, like hard metal, fantasy ass imagery.
Absolutely.
Straight up, like even 2 movies after this has not been topped. I mean,
no way.
It is, and I'm going to recite the full line because there is a showdown at the bridge where like now the Balrog has fully revealed itself, and it is, again, like I said, it is Satan with all the Chaos Emeralds. Like it is 100 feet tall. It is a winged demon with horns on fire perpetually with a flame whip that also turns into a sword when it wants to. Like, that shit is fucking bad.
It is a cheat code.
And as they get past the bridge of Khazad-dûm, everybody there is like, just Gandalf makes his last stand, because I think Gandalf is Maiar in this world that is like in the same way that the Old Testament regards angels, where it's like it is a being that is so old, you know, that like they've been around since the beginning, and so is the Balrog. So watching this is like holy shit. Gandalf starts uttering what seems like some kind of incantation, and it works so well. And he goes, and it's you cannot pass. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Undun. Go back to the shadow. You shall not pass. And that you shall not pass. Sorry, how's that line, by the way? How's that line?
That was, honestly, you did pretty good. You nailed it.
Thank you, Bruce.
Cannot pass!
Gandalf!
I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun! Go back to the shadow. Shall not pass!
It's in the middle. It's the you cannot pass, but the you shall not pass. Just dropping that while like this guy's like flailing with a fire whip, and just like Gandalf is 1v1ing him on Final Destination.
Wizard versus demon. Let's fucking
go.
go.
Wizard versus ethereal demon who's straight up like maybe a quarter of this world Satan himself. Like just being like, holy fuck.
Like you said, that is the most metal imagery that has not been touched since. It is wizard versus demon, and you're watching that shit play out.
It hits so hard. Hunter, please. I mean, like, please. Like, I know there's never been a boy who's seen this scene that doesn't go, hell yeah, dude, that's me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm the Balrog.
Yeah, when I go to the bar, they call me the Balrog, and because I'm getting drunk and I'm becoming a problem.
I was one of those kids at this point. So this came out. We're all pretty similar age. So I was in high school, or like going into high school when the first. It was 2001, right?
2001, yeah.
So I was in high school. I was a freshman. So when we saw this in theaters, I read the books at this point. We were all those types of nerds. And I just remember by like the third time we were watching, the second or third time we were watching it in theaters, we're just like, when that was happening, we're like, don't worry, he's not dead. He comes back later. And being an asshole. I hate it now. Obviously, I'm not. I would never do that now. But as an asshole teenager, I was just a fucking dick about it. I'm like, don't worry, Gandalf's not dead. He's coming back.
Well, I'll lead that to segue into my next point about interpretations too, because like, yeah, he's giving this speech where like, I'm sure, you know, even Aragorn, who's very old technically, and everybody watching this, like, they have no idea what the fuck is he talking about with this like incantation squaring off against him, and it comes down to the you shall not pass, and it's like you shall not pass. In the film language, in the movie language, what you're seeing is that this monster will not cross this bridge. But what he's saying, and I've heard this interpretation and this like dissection of the speech, it hits so hard because what he's saying is that like it's me versus you. You know that this, like, we're the only ones who can take each other out. What he's saying, you cannot pass, you shall not pass. What he's saying is like you will, like, if you choose to fight me on this level, on this scale, you will actually die and be damned. I will pass. He will be passed on to the next life and the reincarnation scale of how this world works, which, you know, we will get to, like, does happen. That's what he's telling him, like, you shall not pass is the like he's tempting him to be like, if you fight me, there is no coming back from this shit. And the bridge collapses, the Balrog falls, everybody gets just a brief moment of respite, and then the whip catches Gandalf by the ankle. And we're also treated to the other, like, one of the best lines of this fucking movie. Boys, why don't you take it away? Go for it.
Fly, you fools.
Fly, you fools!
down.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And
run.
Frodo's reaction to this is, if I don't know how many devastating moments y'all have had in your life, it's that. It's almost like it happened to me early enough that I know that like that is the reaction.
Oh yeah.
To have
knowing that person who you, in a sense, they were all kind of relying on because he is so knowledgeable and so powerful. That protection,
and their friend.
Yeah, and their friend.
Their uncle is their dad. It's
that protection, that
personal relationship with him.
Yeah, it's gone.
But
they're gone.
It's such a despair, like that. Because you kind of got a hint at it earlier in part 1 where we talked about the Bree meetup or whatever. Because he was actually supposed to meet them at the Prancing Pony. He wasn't there, and then kind of that's where you get the Aragorn introduction. But that's the first thing when they find. You know, when they do finally meet back up with him, they're like, "Where were you? Like, what? They're really dependent on this guy. He is like the linchpin. They think at least
he's the one in their mind that is holding them all together.
Yes, and you see it. They fall apart so quickly after this. Like it is.
Yeah, they do start just taking people out one by one after this.
Well, I mean, like this scene, I mean, like, I even rewatching it now, 24 years later, I straight up always get emotional watching this scene. And I've seen this movie at least, like, 30 times. I don't need to tell you how many times I've seen. I truly do love this movie. Yeah. Everybody's reaction is on the fucking money. Pippin and Merry are, and especially like Pippin knowing that, like, he set off that chain of reaction, like the guilt he feels in that. Sam is also like just like he's lost track of Frodo because he can't like keep how fucked they are now without
everyone
Gandalf.
Feels like they're failing in their own unique way now.
Yes,
like there's this whatever they're being dependent on for, they feel like it culminates obviously with the Boromir stuff, which we'll get to in a bit.
Which also them feeling this way, that in a way too is also allowing the ring to kind of work its magic. You know. Because everyone is in that realm of despair.
It is part of it, you know, like you don't know, maybe that it's just the ring, but it's probably not. It's probably a mix of everything.
The fact that there's so much evil in this world that, like, at least especially too for the hobbits, that they're just unaware of. And Gandalf resheathes his sword and is like telling them, like, get your shit together. We got to go. Get up. We got to go. And Boromir, one of the best line deliveries of the movie too, is like, give them a moment for pity's sake. Like that shit just like. I'd be like, yeah, fuck, dude. Like, even he's the most like ostensibly morally corrupted person in this world, and like he's just like the dude. Like that guy. That's everybody's fucking homie. He's like the homie to Middle Earth, and we just watched him get spilled by Satan.
And then you sit there and go, well, if he can get got, any of us can get got.
Yeah, like, there's no. They not only like have no protection, like they have two men. One of questionable fucking moral intent, and the other one of very potentially easily corruptible moral intent.
Yeah.
And the scene too,
if you're Merry and Pippin and you see that, you're like, oh, we are fucked. Dude.
We don't have a chance.
We're the third and fourth best hobbits.
It's the most fucked anyone's ever been in a movie.
Absolutely.
And I to Elijah Wood's from credit, which I think, like, again, I've said, like, unsung hero, where I mean, he's 19 when filming this. Like, that's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
They're all like, get them together, get the kids, get the dwarf, get the elves, get the racists, the little people together. And where's Frodo? Frodo's already 20 steps ahead of them. So caught up. And I don't know how, again, much we want to get into like our own like personal grief, but I'm like, I don't know if you've ever been in a moment of grief where you're like your sole focus is moving forward while going through it. And you see that in Frodo, and you see it in his big blue eyes, and he's like shrink wrapped in tears, and he's already 20 steps ahead of them. This is so devastating to me. I cannot linger here a moment. We need to continue moving on. Like,
I mean, again, that's being in your 20s and poor as shit and not having much prospects.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's that when you're young and you don't see that future for yourself, and you don't have the prospects, and you don't have the money, and you don't have the protection of your parents anymore, and it's you having to go, I have to figure this shit out now, or there's no future. Like that is the stakes I'm dealing with right now.
It hurts. Again, so I just not even necessarily crying at watching Gandalf fall, because I know what happens, but seeing how everybody takes it and how all these actors portray it, like seeing people in that much suffering, like it just elicits this reaction out of me.
Yeah.
That like I literally can't control. Like, again, I'm watching this movie for the 30th time 24 years later, and I'm like, it still hurts. It hurts.
It honestly hurts more as you get older, I feel like, because you can look back on, on days of your life, and also just people you know and people you have known, and it really hits that real part of you where you are seeing these people go through this insanely tough moment in their life. And whether or not it's bullshit fantasy wizard shit, it connects to a real, I think, thing in your life, and that's why I think Lord of the Rings haven't been able to persist.
Yeah, like I said, like you could be going through something as like you get laid off from your regular ass job, but I'm like you can find moments in this high fantasy or this media, this, like, I never want to call it content because I don't feel it's that. Like I think it's like it's
much higher level than that.
The way we all feel things is so, we don't even say like exaggerated, but it's like it gives it skin and bone and flesh, so that you feel that you're like, yeah, it feels like you're at the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and you're like just like the hopelessness, like it's like I've described pits of despair and depression that I've gone through that have been like, it's like this shit, man.
Absolutely.
It's like Hyper Devil slamming me with a whip and dragging me into hell.
Yeah,
and trust me, now. I've been there before.
And sometimes it's putting on my shoes, but all right.
Most times it's putting on my shoes.
But listen, the Hyper Devil gave my industry tariffs, and I got laid off. It sucks.
I mean, shit. We fucking move on. We let's just get to Lothlorien. Again, they amidst all the like everyone's suffering. You know, like the Gimli's talking about how he's like no one's gonna sneak up on me. I'm very cunning. We're actually maybe the most genetically advanced out of all of you races. It just like walks immediately into an arrow like pointed at his neck.
This is actually I think it's actually cut really cool that. In the first movie, we're introduced to like, here we're the kind of cool elves. We're the the ones that are down to earth, and then they get the real hyper like individualistic like elves are genetically superior. We are the best, and we're gonna show you. Here's our Aryan elf race. Glory.
Which, to be fair, that's not. For anybody who's unawares of Middle Earth, like they're not actually based on any kind of Aryan myth. No, they are they're weirdly enough based off of Celtic myth. So in a weird way,
myth, but
so a different kind of white person.
That technically the Irish were way more advanced than us if it wasn't for the white man's fire water.
Come on, that's not real. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm part Irish. I can say that.
This is what you could have been, Robbie. You could have been. You could have never missed with your.
That's what he sees when he looks in the mirror. What are you talking about?
Well, God punished me, so I mean, what are you gonna do?
Damn. So, we're taken to Lothlorien, which is another like the woodland elves. Like which this isn't where Legolas is from. I'm trying to like the Hobbit movies kind of fucked me up. I thought these were like his homies, or he's like, no, like this is like, I assume that they're like cousin tribe. Where like
they're all cousins, man. That's how all those elves are cousins with each other. It's fucked up.
Wow, that is so racist. I guess
that's one of the most racist things I've actually ever heard.
Yeah.
Never mind that actually the part I think that gives them like a little bit of credit is like, well, we have Legos with us. That's Thranduil's son, and they're like, okay, cool, like for sure. But also, just so you know, like we're not stupid. We know that you've brought like straight up a great evil with you.
Right? Yeah. No shit.
Your token elf can't protect you from the fact that you also brought this badass ring here, bud.
Yeah. So okay, like let's get into her introduction. The second female in all of these movies. But hey man, like I think I kind of give these movies credit where they're like there are no like small parts for them though. They're all very.
No, I think even as limited as the women parts are of the movies, I think they're written very well, and not just like they're strong independent females. It's not that shit. It really, I think they are complete characters, and they add a lot to the movies that, as you said, they're not even as part of the book as you would think.
Well, with Arwen, I think Galadriel is pretty fucking important because
sure.
In Silmarillion and other things too, where it's like she's a first age elf, but like the reverence. I just want to say, like, I kind of want to get your guys' interpretation of like introducing Dame Kate Blanchett as. She's not British, she's Australian, but still, she should be knighted. I'll be saying. As Galadriel, damn, like, as if I wasn't already, like, exposed to enough, like, otherworldly shit, I think she knocks it out the park. I think she is a, like, this mix of like inspiring you with hope while being albeit terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know how'd you guys feel about Galadriel, because that's the way she speaks in movies oftentimes reminds me of when my mom is mad at me. But go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Hunter.
No, I was gonna say she's kind of an interesting archetype for me, because less the muddly getting angry. She's almost like she feels like a kind of a strange horror movie archetype thrown in here.
Yes,
because of the way she interacts with the ring and she interacts with Frodo. Because you're like, she's having their own conversation, then she's psychically like linking with Frodo.
Yes,
and like speaking to him, and then she's getting him off alone on himself. You don't really know the motives necessarily. It's creepy. She's the second scariest thing to the Bilbo freak out mode.
Yeah,
it's freak out.
It's done so well in the fact that like while she's literally reassuring everybody that like you're welcome here, you have a home, and in the middle of speaking sentences out loud, she's psychically connecting to Frodo, going like, "I see you, ring bearer."
Yeah,
it's like holy shit! Like you're like, oh, you forget.
The only other time you've seen that in the movie is from the ring wraiths, like the Nazgul. Like you don't. So you don't know, like, is she evil? And he doesn't know. You can tell her face.
You know
like,
what?
confused.
It makes a strong point about women.
Go on.
Jeez. Yeah. It does.
They say one thing and then they do the other. It's like, come on.
Hey, what the heck?
Hey, Sauce, don't edit this out, actually. Leave this one.
You say that to my mother's face and see if she doesn't kill you. No, so like we're introduced to Galadriel, Celeborn, her husband, who like literally is like what would you, the first gentleman of Lothlorien. Like she is president. Let's just be real.
she is mother.
Mother is mothering right now. You need to let her. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, like we're introduced to this, and I'm like yeah, we get a scene. Sorry, where like they I think the elves are doing kind of like a funeral procession for Gandalf because he's not there, and Sam is like, this isn't reverent enough. Like there won't be songs about how neat his fireworks are, or how like like he made kids smile. Like I love this because it really just goes to show that like the elves are so caught up in like the importance of Maiar and these beings that have been around forever since the first and second ages. We're in the third, by the way, by the time these movies take place. But the fact that like Sam is trying to like humanize Gandalf, and the fact that like he just was straight up our homie. He was our friend. He like he, you know what I mean? Like he's like he tries to like compose a poem, and I love still like even the levity. Like Gimli's asleep and Gandalf punches him. I was like, get up! We're fucking eulogizing our friend who just died. I know. I just kind of want to just jump straight into the mirror, because like again, some of the best extended edition material comes after this. And I want to bring it up because I think it's necessary, and like it almost like it's worth it for the extra 30 minutes just for the 10 minutes that they're going to throw in here. But let's continue the mirror that she pours from the basin into the pool. That she's confronts Frodo. Frodo's on his own, and she's very aware. She's like, "What are you doing with the ring? What are you guys up to? What do you fuckers? You think you're going to destroy it? I was there when it was made." By the way, cancel your Amazon account. That didn't happen. It didn't happen like that.
Don't worry about it.
I never fell in love with Sauron.
That was fan fiction.
Weird fucking I never did a Twilight with fucking Sauron. You idiots.
Don't get me started on Rings of Power.
No, we're not. We're not. No, we're distinctively not. Aside from jokes that belittle and berate it.
Every episode costs $1 billion.
These movies collectively cost $300 million, and that's like, what were you doing then with the rest of them?
Dude, I tried watching that show, and it definitely has $1 billion on screen, and I just didn't give a shit about it.
Didn't give a shit.
No. And again, I'm also a mark. Like, I am a fucking, like, even I was like, oh, they're spending this. I'm like, you know what? It's going to suck. I'm like, okay, let's look at the creative minds behind it. The guy behind Jurassic World Part 3.
Hey, man.
All right, man. That's who we trust.
That's the good. That's...
Yeah, give me $10,000, come back in a week, and I'll show you.
$10,000, some whippets, and let's fucking go. Let's cook.
No. That was for my pitch. Like, they just needed fucking enough money for cocaine and fucking nitrous oxide.
That's all you need.
That's all I. Well, that's
we
all
like to
I
call
need.
that
I
creativity.
That's what Lord of the Rings deserves, but. Just to get this scene. So this is, I don't know. I will say, like, it's a little corny, but at the same time, her essentially being tempted by the ring, because she's wearing one herself because she has one of the three, but they made them for themselves that didn't actually have Sauron's influence in them. So like they have this sort of like lordship over their own elven kind. I don't know. I think she's like being like how scared are you? Are you scared enough to give it to me? And then she's confronted by her own reality of if she took it, that she's like, the world would not have a Dark Lord but a queen. And we're gifted upon this like weird like photo negative version of her going absolutely ape shit.
I didn't mind, like, you're right, it is a little corny, but again, I think Lord of the Rings is the only thing that can really get away with corny, and that's because they're never ashamed of it. They never feel like they're embarrassed by what they are.
It's the B movie thing, man. That's you were saying before.
Yeah,
like, this is part of it.
They're not embarrassed by this. This is what they needed to do to convey the thing they were trying to convey, and they can sit there and brainstorm on how to make this look so cool, or they can just do it. You know, and
she's just this otherworldly person, and like he sees the eye in the reflection, and it's like the fact that like it's Sauron telling him, he's like bide your time, I have you. You know, it's like holy shit, dude. Like there's never any relief that they're not the most fucked anybody's ever been fucked in the world.
Very true.
But again, Galadriel, like to her credit, like passes this test. Like she wasn't doing this really almost inconsequential of how Frodo feels about anything. To her credit, she's like, you don't understand. Between me and Gandalf and all this other shit, like we are straight up like elevated beings who will change the course of history hitherto. Like after this point, and then she rejects it. She not only, but knowing that the cost of rejecting it is that she's going to have to go and pass on, like with like the rest of the elves, and leave this land and return to the land. Yeah, she rejects it, but then she knows that like her time is also ending. Like for someone who's been there for the first age, like she knows that she's going to have to pass on.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to add there. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. So the scene like affected me only that like this other elven sanctuary is not the same as Rivendell. I mean, if you guys want to throw in anything else before I get into extended edition stuff.
No, get into it. I'm curious because it's been a long time since I've seen the extended editions.
So, I mean, this scene, which is shortened in the theatrical version, where the only thing that we see that they get is the light of Elendil that is given to Sam, but or is it Frodo? It's both of them, regardless.
Both of them, yeah.
Oh no, Sam gets Elven Rope. Frodo gets the Elendil. So in this scene, everybody gets a little something. Legolas gets a bow that's it's a true elven make, and it's like something that matches his actual skill level, which is nice.
Again, true RPG fashion here. Everyone's getting their plus 5 in materials.
I mean, this invented the RPG tropes. They got it from this.
Yeah.
The people that invented RPGs read this were like, yeah, you should get a little something. I should get a cute elven bow that matches my skill. No, I should get the cool bread.
Well, it's also what keeps you invested, because it's like you need that moment of, they've gone through so much shit, like we need to like level them up a little bit so that you can go, okay, they at least have a fighting chance for their next round of enemies.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and everybody gets something. So and it's like the most like heartwarming part of it that comes up. So Sam gets rope, Frodo gets the light of Elendil, Aragorn gets the elven dagger, which is like has like a really cool cut on it. It almost looks like a little scimitar.
Yeah.
Which I like. And then it comes down to Gimli, and they juxtapose this in the extended version with them going down the river, which is going to take them to like the path that'll eventually take them to Rohan. And Gimli, as racist as he is to elves, as much as they have constant beef, the amount of times he constantly like drops slurs, you know what I mean?
And low key, the elves kind of deserve it every once in a while, you know?
Yeah,
they are pretty
but they're also
and mighty.
like. Imagine if you're truly eternal, like you're like, give a fuck about you, you'll be dead. Like I could hate you, and then you'll be dead in 20 years, and I have to think nothing of it ever again. Like that's kind of nice. He's calling Legolas a fucking knife-eared bastard behind his back, but he's so entranced by Lady Galadriel, who also Gandalf is in love with too, which is a very fun thing. Where she's so like
ethereal and like
I think Cate Blanchett is absolutely the perfect person to play her. But I think like our own version of that, like in this world, is probably Tilda Swinton. Where like
yes, absolutely.
I've heard several times and like interviewers being like, when you're around her, like you get that feeling where you're like like I'm straight up in love with you. Oh, okay.
Well, it's like how girls have that idea of like someone being ugly hot, like Timothy Chalamet or fucking what's his name, the guy from Girls,
Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver, where it's like They're hot, but they're kind of hot in an ugly way.
Well, not even getting to that, just being so entranced by somebody, and then we get this the best scene in the Fellowship Extended Edition is that like Gimli, like once he meets her, he just completely cleans up his act. He just stops all of his ignorance. Just immediately stops.
He brushes his hair. He starts
tall,
eating right.
A tall, quirked up shorty. Well, straight up.
He starts working out. He's not just working out like twice a week. He's actually going to the gym, hitting it hard. You know what I mean? And he's not door dashing McDonald's anymore.
Well, they didn't have anything for him, so they're like, "What do you may make a request?" And he says nothing, but he says nothing because it's in front of everybody. But in private, and then we see in this like as they're riding down the river, he's like, "I'm so entranced by her," and he's like that. Gazing upon her gave me this like faith to that like we must see this mission out to its end, only on the idea that like I might ever get to just be in the same room with her again, and it's low-key like fucking romantic, and he's like, well, what did you ask her for? And he goes, a single strand of her golden hair.
I have taken my worst wound at this parting, having looked my last upon that which is fairest. Henceforth I will call nothing fair unless it be her gift to me.
What was her gift?
I asked her for one hair from her golden head. She gave me 3.
And they go, what did she give you? She gave me 3. And it's like, ooh, race relations, fucking world peace solved.
All it takes is a hot babe.
Is a hot babe who towers over you and
tall and
like,
strong.
Can I have one hair? Can I have one hair to remember you by? And she's like, little man, you get 3. There's definitely not a psychosexual element that I've attributed to this. It's probably not.
No, don't. I wouldn't think about it.
Foolishness.
Don't bring it up again. It's fine.
And I mean, like we get what should be like honestly like the Criterion cover or whatever you want to say for like the rest of these movies. Like it's them rolling down the river and the statues of kings like holding their hands forward.
Oh, so cool, so cool.
If you've,
I mean that literally is one of the covers for
I think
like
it is
these movies.
If you go to on HBO Max, I think it is actually the cover for the extended editions. No less. But I like like long have I yearned to gaze upon the faces of like my forebears. Like it's like, and it's Boromir saying that line. It's not even like Aragorn, who's directly descended from both of the men the statues are made over. It's like it's the like I can see white people fuck with Lord of the Rings because it's this whole like, yeah, man, like you actually have no mythology. So on one hand, like it's nice to have something where you're like, I wish there was something I came from that I was so proud of.
It's literally teaching empathy of other races. It's him like being able to experience that these cultures are more than whatever propaganda or whatever, they've been told.
They're people who fought to live. You know what I mean? Like they fought for whatever privilege of life that you get to. It's also like it's a admiring of forebears. Like imagine if there were generation after generation and no boomers. Like imagine if everybody actually gave something so that way the ones their descendants actually had something to like live for and fight for. Even though they're quite literally inheriting their sins.
Yeah, they didn't just, sell their houses and then invest in another house and not leave you with anything after they die, something.
Don't get me wrong, like their parents didn't hug them at least 4 times, so it's like that means you should never have a comfortable life. I mean, we pass on to the river's edge where they're still making their plans, but like we are straight up gearing up for. This is the climax of the entire movie. Like we're there.
Yeah.
This is it.
While they're making their plan and they're deciding whether they're going to move at night or stay there for the night, well, Frodo's gone missing, and they're like, "That's the worst thing that can happen."
Of all the bad shit that happened, this is the worst.
This is the one thing we actually couldn't let happen. Let me be real with y'all. So, but not only Frodo's missing, but so is Boromir.
Uh oh.
Guys.
Hey guys, I got bad news.
What's that?
Do you really have bad news, or is it just regarding?
No, What? No.
I thought
Hunter,
you were about
tell
to
us
say,
the bad
I
news.
never hit record like I didn't 30 minutes in.
Oh
Not
shit!
bad news.
No.
None of this. Got none of it.
All right, I won't fuck up.
Power outage part 2.
Oh my god!
I would literally go to Texas and kill Texas. And then you guys have to live in Louisiana until we get this sorted out.
Oh, come on.
No,
Don't make me
Texas
do
has
that.
to die. They have to die.
Sucks.
They have to.
I
Flame
got
of
bad news
Ondoom.
about Boromir. Boromir is going to take out the little guy. It's just how it goes. It's kind of, they're going to be racist about it and be like, oh, he's just a regular white guy and he wants to kill the Frodo man.
I like the Frodo man.
Wow. Sorry, it feels a little revealing. sorry.
Hunter's been throwing out a lot of race stuff today.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Hunter, what the fuck?
He's
throw it out on
been in
Mike. Come on.
living in Texas his whole life. You know, it's happened.
That is
Oh,
true. That is true.
that'll do it. That'll fuck you
Robbie,
up.
I feel like,
That'll
is
fuck you up.
leading the clubhouse for most racist today.
Wait, Robbie Gonzalez? The same Robbie we've been talking to this whole time?
Mick Gonzalez. Remember, I'm part Irish.
I'm cutting all of this out, so I'm just
Good.
I'm going to add it back in, actually.
No, you may not. But also, I know that you're not going to sit through fucking editing 4 hours of podcast, so it's good to know that it's in my head.
I've already edited more than that. We've been there.
Not at once.
Fight.
Anyway.
Fight.
Hey, you don't know how long the E2 Mama edit took. Damn it.
I had a feeling, and I almost sent you a gift card to Olive Garden to say sorry, but thank God I didn't have to.
But he bought Olive Garden on his own, got some pasta.
Oh, dude, Olive Garden, dude. Like, you
Olive
fucking
Garden.
imagine that you get Italian food and you get to go see Guar in concert at a fucking little
No, they actually...
venue.
That'd be cool.
It's Olive Garden people, but they're dressed as like guar, but instead of blood, it sprays you with like
olive oil,
Alfredo sauce, olive oil, and the dressing.
Unlimited
Salad
breadsticks
dressing.
is what it sprays you with.
They're just hitting you with breadsticks.
Ooh,
on
and the zuppa di
face.
beppo, like, oh, fuck. A zuppa toscani.
We're not doing Buca di Beppo in this house.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Well, hang on. One, I do low-key fuck with Buca di Beppo because when you go to the bathroom, it's naked ladies.
That's all it takes.
Sorry, I was 10 when I went there, and I went, this is what all restaurants should have.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fair?
That's
It's
fair.
unfair?
That's fair
It's
and
everything
valid.
God intended. Boromir just so happens to be collecting wood while Frodo is facing some fucking uncertainty, and this is the this is the moment. This is the breaking of the Fellowship starts right here. He can't fucking keep his shit together. He attacks Frodo, and Frodo, to his credit, defends himself. But the only way out of somebody who's 6 foot tall versus somebody who's 3'5", is he puts the ring on, which immediately gives their position away. So immediately all the guys talking on the beach just fuck now. Everybody fucking rides for them. I don't know. I don't mean like breeze past this, but because I think really what it comes down to is Boromir's hero moments all come after this. Is the fact that he immediately, once Frodo gets away,
He regrets it. Oh my god.
He's so pitifully like. Frodo, like he's like Frodo. No, wait, where are you, man? I didn't mean it, bro. Like it's
I was just playing.
It's kind of like what you said earlier, like when you have somebody who really fucked up in your life, and there's the disappointment versus like they're being upset, like when he was disappointed in Bilbo and all that. That's what he like. You see, he's so disappointed in himself. He everyone else has been passing the test, like Gandalf passed the rings test. Everyone that's encountered it has had their little test moment, and he failed his.
Well, and that's why I think
he failed it. And he's sad for himself. He's sad for he is mortified.
I think that's why he's so susceptible to the ring more so than anyone else, because he does have these doubts and these insecurities in himself, and he can't
he's got ambition.
he can't get past this.
He knows what it's like to try to hold down Gondor. Like he's again his friends, his brothers, his homies, like the affection versus inaffection he gets from his father. Like it all comes down to like, can we just like end this war and get it over with? And he has a different idea of how to do it.
Sorry. There's like a specific irony with the people that are able to pass the test and resist the ring and stuff, and it's that you either have to exist in this I've freed myself from the real, I'm a forest going thing and I don't need anything, or I live in heaven already, don't need anything, or you're like a Gimli dwarf who already thinks you're above everything and you're better than everyone anyway. Like you either have to think you have it all, And if you have nothing, you are ruined. You're screwed. He
has nothing but the burden of like trying to save everybody around him, who's the only people he spent his life around. Like it's equally a fucking trip for him to go to Rivendell, where he's like, wow, I'm in the domain of the elves. Like he's taken aback by it. Whereas like Aragorn is like, yeah, this is where I was born, I was raised, essentially. You know, like he's like, this isn't special to me. I speak fluent Elvish. I speak like to the earth itself. You know, by learning their ways.
He can order an Elvish at the Elvish restaurant. Exactly. Like, whoa, what?
And the elves are going to give him a little side eye. Let's be real about it.
Because they are.
He doesn't say it perfectly.
Except for the hottest one.
But
the hottest one knows that he's like maybe the realest guy who ever lived.
He also waits till after Boromir tries to order an Elvish and does it better. He's like, oh, man.
Aragorn confronts Frodo. He finds him and he's like, whoa, little guy, chill. And
my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, not even. He's literally just being like, yo, just like chill. And he puts together that Boromir has fucked up. That this whole endeavor might not actually be worth it. He approaches Frodo, and Frodo's like I don't want people to, like, my own friends to like fucking attack me over this shit. Like, he offers him the ring, and Aragorn, like, knowing what that is, what that means, you know, this is where I know, Robbie, you talked about like the power of like why filming something, adapting something into film, should use the strengths, and I think this is probably what you were getting at with a lot of that, where seeing it visually, hearing it, everything all coalesces in this scene where Aragorn looks at it, he gives himself a moment to think about it, and what's his immediate reaction? Halflings, like I said, like I keep mentioning like they're 3'5". I know that because they mention it in Two Towers, but like that's how you're supposed to assume like how tall they are. Aragorn bends down to one knee to make himself on Frodo's level. He puts himself.
He can look him in the eyes
visually, and this shot, like this close up shot, might be like the shot of the movie. Like sums it all up.
Absolutely,
is that he puts his hand over Frodo's and closes it over the ring and says to him through then like the audio, I would have gone with you to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like that. Like, I think I could have not been tempted enough to like give you the strength and courage to get through what it is you're about to do. And what I respect this movie for, truly, like wholeheartedly respect this movie for, is that isn't this whole like deliberation to tell you that like this is what's going to happen, is that Frodo is going to go alone. Without wordlessly, he knows what he's saying. They're empathizing on such a level between each other that you're then left as the audience to also catch up and empathize on that level. And they reinforce it later that Frodo has to go alone. This is such a perilous job that like we're going to send the smallest and weakest of us into the most dangerous territory to fulfill this mission, because there cannot actually be a fellowship. The Fellowship of the Ring itself is a lie. It is a lie we tell ourselves that we're going to all come together, because when the ultimate temptation of power and all of that is thrust upon us, we will not pass. We will not like.
Also, something so beautiful about him handling the ring and giving it back to Frodo and closing his hand is that he never actually touches the ring.
Yeah,
it's almost like out of a respect thing for Frodo that he doesn't even attempt to touch the ring. He's always holding it in the chain. He puts it right in Frodo's hand, and he takes Frodo's hand and he covers it with himself. So he never touches the ring.
Yes.
And again, I always saw that as like him getting down to his level. It's also it's where he is showing respect to Frodo. Like, I respect you as a peer. You're not merely just someone I'm on this mission with. Like, you are a peer of mine.
To a point I made earlier too, where like I feel like, you know, toxic masculinity is being a concept like thrown out and bandied about and used willy-nilly. I'm like, yeah, that it implies the existence of a true alternative, of a true like other side of the coin.
Right.
And I think Aragorn embodies so much of that, where it's like he's so empathetic that he completely understands the fact that like the task that is put upon Frodo, and the only solace he can offer him is that I would have gone with you. I would have like seen this to the end, you know, knowing that I can reject it. And almost like saying like I don't envy being in your shoes, like with all the power and intellect and stuff that he has. It's like, it's truly no match. And he knows, like, he feels so much for Frodo that he truly gives it to him. He really serves as this actual like hero archetype. Like, Aragorn by no means is an anti-hero at all. Like,
he is a full-blown hero.
He is the exemplar, of what you should be. You know what I mean? To one another, which like ultimately gives us the strength to like continue on, and like for Frodo to continue his quest is the like, I would have gone with you. I'm not as strong as even you, little hobbit. You know, like just I don't know. I find it so heartwarming, and I find it so crucial as this like I feel like example that people need to like see and see these movies for like what they really are, and it is truly an exercise in empathy, you know, which we will further on as we get into this cool ass shit. Fucking third act climax.
Hell yeah, let's
This
go.
was the first thing he do after he sends Frodo going. Like he gets that crane shot where he aura farms almost as hard as his own girlfriend.
The Lord of the Rings crane shot sitting in New Zealand just
They
fucking...
saved it. They saved it for this shit too, which is so good. Like, they didn't actually do that for any other parts. He pulls the sword out, puts it to his face, and just is like you see this insurmountable arming approaching them, and he's like 1v1 me fools. Let's go.
And again, this shit...
And he does.
He wrecks them. But again, this is, I think, a testament to how good the actual fighting of this movie is, and the action and the direction of this movie is, in that everything Aragorn does, it feels like there's purpose to every movement he's making.
Yes.
People forget that with action movies because, I think a lot of modern action tends to be very superfluous and likes to put in a lot of unnecessary flourishes, which can be fun in the right kind of movie. But this is so just like everything he does, and I think it shows to his character, he is doing with purpose and a point, and he is doing it to make sure we can get to that next part of this quest. And I think the editing, the directing, everything, it's just so good here.
Yeah, and because much like we saw in the Mines of Moria style fight, like they're doing this without Gandalf now. We then hear the Horn of Gondor. We hear Boromir blowing the horn. This is his last fucking stand. Like he failed the one Hobbit, you know, he fails Frodo, but he sees Pippin and Merry in danger, and what does he do? He immediately slides to home base and just starts handling shit for these guys. We also are treated to, I will say, like the one thing that like Fellowship kind of like lacks in where the sequels do is the fact like watching like Legolas and Gimli like do their shit.
But
like,
that payoff happens.
Yeah. But we also like we just see Legolas like great character, great amazing two-dimensional character who's like, I'm here to fuck shit up and be the coolest guy you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Also, I'm hot, and also your 16-year-old girlfriend is in love with me.
My 37-year-old wife is still in love with him, so
because
I
you know
get
why?
it.
She was 16. Sure. She went, that's the hottest a boy can be.
Yep.
You also get, hey, if you're into monsters, you get Lurtz, the big
guy.
That's right.
He is legitimately the Predator. Like he is just he has the same kind of shaped shield and everything, and he goes to town. He is a badass. Like it's your first legitimate introduction to the Uruk-hai. You've seen him earlier, but this is the first time they've been
he's their boss. He's their boss fight. You know.
Yeah, this is their boss fight, and you're gonna fight a lot of these later, but this is like one of them.
Yeah, and I'm glad they gave them like a little bit of character too, because it can't just be like, oh yeah, monster come out, kill monster. In the like, so they're all rejoining each other, and there's a lot of like moving pieces in this, and what I liked is that like Sam's suspiciously absent from all of it. Aragorn, when he joins everybody else in their fight, because he's already like holding it down, but he joins everybody in their fight. He jumps off the ledge, and he yells at Erendil, because it's his ancestor before the one who was corrupted. It's the like he's like, I think he's accepted that he might fucking die here, so he's hoping to die in the vein of his ancestor who was not corrupted by the ring, the last one who died before it was even, you know, like offered to him, which is a nice it's a nice little like in-world touch. But what it really comes down to is two scenes. I think again Gimli and Legolas are holding it down. It comes down to two scenes: Merry and Pippin see Frodo, and again, like the way this movie teaches empathy, I think, especially in a visual sense for anybody who doesn't understand, like they're telling him like, hey, if you come hide here with us, we can hide here until it's all over. And Frodo shakes his head, he's like, no. And Merry puts it together because Pippin can't, because like Pippin's like how could you not want to save your own skin right now? Merry's like he's not staying, man. Like he's going, he's getting the hell out of here. And they then give up their hiding spot to give him enough time, to buy him enough time to make his escape. They throw themselves in the fucking danger. Boromir then in turn comes to save them. And then we're introduced to the, I don't feel like Boromir's being punished for his fall earlier.
Boromir's getting,
this is the redemption.
He's redeeming himself in making sure everyone knows that, like, hey man, there's I had a moment of weakness, and I want to make sure I can right that. You know what I mean? And again, there's so many parallels in this movie about addiction and us going through real times and all that kind of stuff. And you talk about the empathy of the movie, and I think it's asking the audience to be empathetic with Boromir, and that, hey man, sometimes we go through these things and we do things we regret and we hurt the people we love. But at the end of the day, it depends on what actions you decide to take,
Yes.
And that's what he did.
Yes.
Yep.
And I love it. And it's like, because the orcs and the Uruk-hai know that like they are not supposed to kill the hobbits. You see them like make their last stand, and which is very fun too. We mentioned it earlier. When Boromir was training them to fight, they use that tactic on some of the orcs and Uruk-hai here, where they're like, together we are strong, you know what I mean? Separate we are not. And as Boromir's holding it down, they just get took. They just get taken, and they're both like holding their arms and feet out, being like, please, let's get fucking taken. And then that's when Lurtz strikes Boromir with not just one, not just two, but 3 arrows, which he fights through so valiantly, where it's like the accepting that you're dead but not giving up the fight is such a
awesome.
Man,
it's so cool.
Brutal. Dude, it's such a good scene. And he has the kill shot set up, and that's when Aragorn comes in for the save. And they have such a sick fight.
Which again, I know everybody talks about the broken foot thing, but this is also another one. Are you guys aware of this one?
What's that?
Aragorn, the actor who plays Lurtz, throws a dagger at Aragorn, which I think is his dagger, which doesn't work. And he throws it back at Aragorn. But it was supposed to be just motion it, and we're gonna,
we'll just composite it in, yeah.
But that actor actually lobbed a dagger straight at Viggo Mortensen, and he took his sword training so seriously that deflection is an actual, genuine.
That's
deflection.
Awesome.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. You know what?
Viggo Mortensen's the goat, man.
He's straight up a gift. He is a gift of blessing.
Viggo's the man.
I wonder if they like agreed to it ahead of time, like those two guys, and said, "No, I'm gonna really do this." It's like
sometimes some guys
to be ready to
shit.
deflect is. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, because if you're the guy playing Lurtz, you're like a stunt man who's an actor, but like you can't necessarily just murk your main character. Like you will be fired and arrested. So like
and killed, but you have to remain in the orc armor,
Mel Gibson style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Viggo seems like the kind of guy that would go up to him and is like, "Hey man, when it comes to that scene, fucking throw that dagger. I think I could do it." And he's like, "You think?"
I think Viggo's just ready for anything, which is like just explains how like truly a gift that he's that. Oh, and I regaled it on the last episode, but I'm saying like I had this guy who I was like convinced was a bully, but actually was like I thought he was fucking with me. He's like, "Oh, you like anime?" It's like one of those when you do the replay. Yeah. He's like "Oh, you like anime?"
It's like that. It's like that 30 Rock episode where Liz realizes she was the bully the whole time.
Yeah. The same guy. So we came back from Christmas break after seeing this movie, and he's like, "Dude, did you see Lord of the Rings?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did too." And like we immediately started doing. He's much bigger than me, so we started doing the Aragorn and Lurtz sword fight, and then I did the whole the stab through the chest where he like pulls it into him,
dude.
And,
oh my god!
We literally just recreated that without choreographing it, without rehearsing, just like recorded that. And I did like the cut his head off thing, and like we just immediately fell into like the biggest bro hug you've ever seen in your life. And I was like,
and then they started kissing, and people. It was great.
I feel bad for anybody who goes to fucking film school or dedicates their life to this shit. Who's like, the movies are fun and all, but they're genuinely not literally life changing. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about?
Like, the fact like this is a guy who like I had these weird semester 1 apprehensions with, where I'm like, I feel like this guy's fucking with me all the time because everybody else is fucking with me. He saw that I liked Lord of the Rings, like the fact that we both were like, did you see it? Did you see it? Recreated it, like, because that goes to show that we didn't just see it once, we saw it like several times over Christmas break.
Yep.
And then like did the scene, and then like fell into the whole like, I knew you were cool, man. And I was like, that's actually what this fucking movie is about.
Dude, it's so sick. Oh my god, pulling the sword through is such an aura farming moment.
Oh yeah, like it's
one of the coolest action guy fucking moves ever.
It's the like not going out like a bitch to the fullest extent.
Oh, you're gonna stab me? Why don't you really stab me then?
Yeah,
Like,
how about this? How about this,
This is how
bitch?
I'd stab me.
How about bitch? I like it. Did you ever think about that? No,
Yeah, I actually
idiot.
like getting a sword impaled into me, bitch.
Yeah, I like to die. Dying's cool.
Oh no, my head!
If his head could still talk, it'd be like, whatever, you're still a bitch. And just like roll off.
Swallow
your soul,
swallow your soul, dead by dawn. Which again, so like I mean, I feel we just reiterate that like Jackson comes from the like Raimi era of like give this young guy too much fucking like goop to work with, and he will give you a horror classic. That
Absolutely,
never forget. So the fact, yeah, God bless him, like just dropping fucking monsters on us. We get the climax final boss fight of the first movie, really, but let's be real, this shit just keeps getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like I almost call it like the funeral of Boromir, is that like Boromir's mortally wounded and Aragorn comes up to him and he, like it hurts, man. It fucking hurts, dude. Like the
Yeah.
in the same.
Well,
you go ahead.
Sorry, you mentioned before we even started recording the first part. I mentioned I'm more of a Two Towers guy because I'm like the Empire Strikes Back style, like where this is darkest before the dawn. But you mentioned like, oh, but they're all kind of Empire Strikes Back. I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong. Every one of these just kind of ends with, yeah, that sucked. Well, better figure something else out. they're it's just like having two Empire Strikes Backs, but one's just worse than the other. Before you have the final,
before you get that Return of the King, and you get the
yeah.
So I mean, like we get the reversal now, much like Aragorn told Frodo, I would have gone with you to the end. Boromir, who was again very, very, Gondor has no king, Gondor needs no king, where it's like you technically, I guess by a technicality, are entitled to everything I fought and lived and died for. Like I have no respect for you ultimately, which Aragorn has earned throughout the movie. He confesses like this is still Catholic movie club. Like he confesses his sin. He's like I tried to take the ring from Frodo. I deserve this. I deserve what's happening to me right now. He's like I failed. And
Sauce, Lord of the Rings is the most Catholic like series of all time, I think.
I just mentioned what if Satan gets the Chaos Emeralds?
Outside of the Bible, I think it's Lord of the Rings.
Outside of Daredevil, the only most Catholic movie of all time.
Daredevil was poser Catholic.
It was marginally Catholic. It was not even a little bit Catholic. Also, Zero Rhoda Mitchell, which means not even really a movie. I can't wait I actually like started thinking of other movies of hers that we're going to do soon. But go on.
Absolutely.
Anyways, to continue, it's the reversal of the scene where I mean, not the reversal in the fact that like Aragorn now gets to see what it was like, how he appears to others, where he rejected the ring. Now Boromir, who's lived his life being like we are the stewards of Gondor, we're the ones who are like, well, all other men failed, like our family picked up the mantle, even though we're not entitled to it, and gave everything we had to keep this from affecting everybody else. But now we've reached the zenith where it's going to affect everybody. And I failed, and I fell apart. And he's like, and he tells him, "I would have followed you, my captain, my king."
I do not know what strength is in my blood, but I swear to you, I will not let the White City fall. Nor our people fail. Our people. Our people. I would have followed you, my brother. My captain. My king.
And like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, like,
it just hits.
Destroys me.
It hits so hard.
It
and it's
just
like
hits.
I can't imagine being mad at Boromir really after this point where I'm like, he's aware of all of it, man. Like he just
again, it
the
blows
worst hand out of all of this.
Again, it's because at the end of the day, it's about his redemption, and it's about him. He was strong enough to admit where he fucked up. He knew he fucked up, and instead of lingering, he chose to take action and
he atoned.
He atoned. Yeah, he atoned for his sins.
He failed to save the one hobbit, so he put his life. He sacrificed his life
And then
to
he
save
failed
two.
to save two more. But
he
he
didn't
also
fail to
failed
save.
that.
Like, hey man, he
It's-
fucking laid it down to like.
No, it's part of it though. Like, it's very Catholic. He atoned. He's still fucked up, and he's dying thinking he's a fuck up. He's definitely Catholic. He goofed it. He seriously goofed it. But hey, we love that guy.
Well, that's why I always get so upset because you'll still see the online takes of like, oh well, Boromir, I can't believe he sold out his friends and all that kind of shit, and it's like,
oh yeah,
nah, man, like Boromir, he knew what he did wrong, and he made up for it. All right. Cut him some goddamn slack.
I'm saying like he fucking like he pled his case even while trying to take it from Frodo, where it's like saying like you have no idea what it's like to watch your fucking family get spilled over this shit. Like, just give it to me. Like, I will fucking end this. It's too hard for you. It's too hard for you. You're going through an emotional crisis. Like, give it to me. I'll fucking do it while you're watching.
It's the argument.
The fuck out.
It's the argument of the classes. It's the kid who grew up in the nice neighborhood who never had a problem and had good parents who loved him versus the guy who grew up in a hellhole with shitty parents.
South Central Detroit.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
We don't need a king of Detroit. What we need is this fucking ring.
So I mean, like, shit, and like my captain, my king, the kiss in the forehead, which I think even like at the time, which I just feel addressing because it was like a problem for me where they're like, I knew guys who were like, yo, that's fucking gay as shit that he like kissed him on the forehead when he died in his arms, and I'm like, I hate you. I straight up hate you. I think that was my like 13-year-old awakening to being like, yeah, homophobia. I can't fucking like do this shit anymore.
I can't handle. No, I can't, because it's like you've never had a love for a person who you've
never comforted anybody in their life.
Yeah,
like
I think
you've never been
right.
You've never been a source of comfort or like reassurance for anybody in your fucking life at that point.
To be that afraid of human connection, and that's just something I can't understand.
Yeah,
can't fathom that. That's insane.
I only bring it up only because like it actually like got brought up to me where they were like, "Oh, the whole movie was good until it got into that gay shit," and I'm like, I have nothing more to fucking say to you, and I'm like, right. I don't know, like it hit me, like I don't know, we
were all dumb teenage boys, but
the
there's
fact,
a level.
By age 12 or 13 to like have that bridge too far hit, and you're actually like depriving yourself of like human
connection, human love. It's like the most human thing that you can actually have is the connection with someone else.
And don't get me wrong, like, fellow queer listeners, turn off the century, like, we're gonna get into other shit too, don't worry. This stuff is not exempt for it, and in fact I do think a lot of parts of it are very intentional, but I think that we should save it for like when those parts actually happen.
I agree.
But that being said, like, we get to what also is like my other like I've mentioned it several parts where I'm like, that's the scene, that's the scene, that's the scene. Frodo on the beach, and he's recounting what Gandalf said to him, where it's like all we have is the time that we have, and it is our choice what we do with it, And him, like, again, like his kudos to like Elijah Wood, like his whole aesthetic, like his big blue eyes shrink wrapped in tears, leaving everybody behind, holding the ring, standing in front of the river, putting it in his pocket and getting in. Like, that shit is like, I don't think you've been a human until you've had that moment where you feel that truly alone and you decide to proceed with what you assume is the good thing.
It's him growing up.
Yeah.
He's never had to grow up before.
And the conspicuous absentee person from this battle is Sam, and Sam has been following him this whole time because of the like, the whole any time he's ever like let him out of his sight. He promised Gandalf, who we've all been affected by his death, he's like the Gandalf told me, don't lose you. You know what I mean? It's like I mean, I do think the scene like kind of goes on a little too long, and like Sam maybe like drowns a little too long, but like it's fine.
I don't. I think it's perfect. This is actually my favorite scene of the movie.
Okay, shit. Okay, good. I love this.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's very affecting. It's a very good scene.
Him accepting both of them accepting the responsibility, accepting the friendship, accepting that life is different, and Sam being willing to drown for him, like
just to get closer to him,
just to go like, I am here. You don't get to fucking abandon me. You don't get to ditch me. I'm stuck with you, and you're stuck with me. Like,
yeah,
we have to do. I love this scene.
You'll have to let me die to get rid of me. You know,
Yeah,
like
and that's
which
so
is
powerful.
the thing that they're preventing from happening. You know, like they've already. Gandalf, who's the closest to most of the characters, he has interactions with all of them. You know, like yeah.
Like I love him running into the water and Frodo immediately going, "You can't swim." And he's like,
You
"Okay,
don't know how to swim."
Yeah, like okay, and he still just goes for it. That's like that is growing up. That like you're diving into the fucking deep end. Yeah. But you're gonna do it.
I feel like Robbie, like you just summed it up best. Like, and Hunter, I don't know if you want to add anything else to that, or I'm like, I just that like. All it mentioned it before with all the Empire style stuff, where it's like, yeah, it's that like I think Empire does that because like it's not that like that's what I want everything to be dark and depressing. It's like no, man, that's how it fucking feels, man, when you're going through it. You know, that like
when you're presented with,
but it feels real.
Yeah, when you're presented with real problems. The world feels stacked against you, man. And the only thing that you have in your life when you have these issues are your relationships, are your friends, are your loved ones, are your parents. You know, it's like those are the people you have to band together with, and that's just what you have to do. And you have to let go of your ego and let go of your pride and just say, "Fuck it, I'm here."
Damn, Jesus! All right, shit. I have no fucking for once. I have no follow up.
Nice.
I mean, and then that's where we ended. And I mean, like aside from the fact that they're like, all right, well, we took care of those fucking orcs. We have Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli on the river, and they've given Boromir as proper a burial as they can. You know, sending him off the waterfall. They're like, well, we have to go get Sam and Frodo back, and Aragorn's like, no, you gotta let them. We were just literally like, we're on a hope and a prayer that what time we have left is what time they're buying us. We got to go save the other ones. And I love this part too, where he's like let's go kill some orcs, and Gimli's like, yes.
Yeah, it's the most bro moment. He's like, who wants to hunt some orcs? And they're like, yeah.
Say no more.
Say less. Let's go. And we get what's going to be the dynamic for the rest of the fucking movies. Basically, is that like the Fellowship cannot, as a concept, actually work. Like, there's no way that it won't infect everyone. Like, Boromir was just the first victim of it, but like there's no way it can't affect all of them. So like we got to do whatever I love the theater of like there are no small roles, you know, like everybody accepts their role in the future that as it comes, and it just pays off so fucking well. And then we're like, we see Sam and Frodo, and I was like the kickoff before we get into our epilogue on this episode is that like I completely forgot. I guess I've seen Two Towers so many times as well that I anticipated that the following scenic shot of like where they're going to next was way worse. I forget that Two Towers ends in a similar way where they're like, no, they're going into hell at this point. But it's like they're literally just looking at like, oh, that shit looks fucking awful. Not this shit looks fucking insurmountable.
Fellowship ends with, man, hell looks bad, and then Two Towers is like, man, hell got worse.
Hell somehow got worse on purpose to spite us.
Hey guys, hell sucks.
You know, hell wasn't that bad before. Now, I don't know.
Man, can we go back to regular hell? I don't want to go to super hell. Can we go back to Mega Satan? Because he seemed actually kind of easy with the stuff that we're dealing with now.
I'm already like looking forward to Christmas of next year because I think
right.
Such a fucking well, boys, I shit. It fucking took us 2 episodes and almost 4 hours, but I'm like, sorry, I don't know. Like, I think if any movie like deserves this like level of like, I warned you both before we even hit record. So for our audiences, I'm like, I'm gonna get into like such hard reverence hours that I'm like, you get nothing other than my true love and adoration for something. I think everybody just brought their fucking A game for this movie.
No, I was gonna say, if any movie deserves to be talked about in this kind of mode, you know, I really think it is Lord of the Rings, and specifically, I said before, Fellowship is my favorite of the 3, and again, that's all semantics because they're all one movie, but Fellowship just to me, I don't know, there's something so beautiful about the movie, and there's something so
I think it accomplishes so much of the heavy lifting of having to introduce the world to this and accept it and take it in, but then still entertaining them with parts that like hit so hard. Be it like, you know, Gandalf fighting the Balrog, be it like the if you want him, come and claim him, be it the establishing the Shire as this like Eden on Earth where you're like, oh, this is not necessarily recognizable to my world, but I feel for it and I accept it. And I think it does so much of the heavy lifting that by the time you get to Two Towers is like aura farming for 4 hours. And you're
no, they're able.
Yes, dude.
They're able to. They got us up that hill, and now the next two movies are able to just roll down, and you're able to pick up speed, and it all comes together. I mean, really, I've said it. Best trilogy ever made. Like, I don't think any trilogy has ever touched it.
It's made so intentionally in that like they didn't do the third one like as an obligation. The third one was always intentional. And that's what like really like carries it too. You know, it's the fact that like all of this feels like the most intentionally made movie of all time. And it was so funny is like there's in each movie there's a part where Viggo Mortensen does something off script that is so good.
You gotta have that. That's the best. He's a star, man. He's a movie star.
I think when everybody shows up and does something so intentionally that any of those other moments are seen as a gift and almost as like a like day one of film school, I remember hearing that like God does not want you to make movies. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
It is an affront to God to make movies. It actually is. It is actually evil.
I know that they for a fact had all that shit going on behind the scenes, but the fact that like it felt so almost like God willed this movie into existence and through people, and and the fact that like we got bonuses on top of that like only lends to the credence that like this shit feels so impactful. And I'm like, at the same time, if you just don't like make 'em up shit, I'm like, that's cool, man. I'm sure you can make more movies about, I don't know, high school or being a lawyer. Enjoy yourself. But
you don't make a 16 hour movie without there being some sort of love, you know?
Or just like need to prove yourself. Be it everything from like the actors to the set design to the costumers, literally like hand piecing together every piece of chainmail.
Yeah.
It's just like it. I think the best way that I can describe it is the most intentional thing perhaps ever made.
Absolutely.
And for better or worse, it changed movies for the next 25 years.
They're still chasing it.
Yeah.
He himself chased his own creation with The Hobbit. Like, it was reaching for what he had already done. Like, he wanted,
King Kong, I feel the same way. And I like Peter Jackson's King Kong, but I feel the same way. It was another way of him trying to recapture the what Lord of the Rings was, and I don't think you can recapture it.
No,
but they will try, and they have been trying. Everyone,
I think it existed, and much like again, it's so funny. Like initially pitching this concept of this podcast between me and Robbie was like, we can't help but feel like 9/11 had an influence on this entire decade that will be addressed in almost every movie that we bring up. I think this is one of those where like it started before it, but happened directly coinciding with it that kind of pulled people through, like, you know what I mean? What was this like horrific understanding of what the world was going to become, and the virtue of it being about this movie being about like the end of the world essentially, like at stake and in your hands, and like how we deal with it and how we ultimately the greatest weapon which overcomes the ring from start to finish is that like our empathy in one another, like our desire to like feel for one another so intensely that it like just no other, however the world works, however the world is trying to destroy itself can affect the fact that like all of our lives were worthy based on the fact that we had empathy for each other.
Oh, shit, yeah,
there's not really like fucking.
No, there's. I think you nailed it, and I think that I don't know what else there is to say after that. It's like that's true.
Yep.
And also, I want to point out the next movie is called The Two Towers, and so
which the balls to just keep that and not change it. Like I will never
respect
ever back down from like. But people will think this. I go, shut the fuck up. In 2002, they released a movie called Two Towers, and it's the best movie ever made. Kill yourself. Never ever fucking come to me with your trifling bullshit again. Your fucking market research ever again on anything.
I mean, again, I think you summed it up nicely. I think that's about as much we can say as for Fellowship right now. And I think that's it for Turn Off the Century, at least this episode.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, thank you guys for bearing with us. We didn't intend for it to be a two-parter, but at a certain point in the last episode, I was like, no, I don't think you guys understand like how much I care. So.
Yeah.
We kind of knew going into the recording it was going to take a while.
And
we should mention though, next up, I mean, this is the first of our like holiday type
going from like Thanksgiving to Christmas, basically.
Getting up,
yeah.
cut that part. I don't want to sound like a stuttering asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
One more thing for you to edit, Sauce. So we're going into the holidays. Our next one up is an actual, like, factual holiday movie, Bad Santa, starring Billy Bob Thornton. And then we've got Eyes Wide Shut after that, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And that one, Eyes Wide Shut, I think will be coming out on Christmas Day. So
that's our intention as far as we're planning it out and how we're trying to record it. So this will be a nice two-parter. We'll update y'all on the Twitter and anything else that we can. We're gonna get a TikTok going as well.
Yeah. Also, if you subscribe. Go watch it on YouTube. Watch it on, or listen to it on Spotify. Listen to it on Apple Podcasts. Tell your friends about it.
If you're not listening to this episode at least 3 or 4 times, I mean, you're honestly not a fan. And I think
and look, Libsyn counts downloads. Libsyn counts downloads. So undownload it and then re-download it.
Yeah, send it to the cloud. I don't know if that does anything, but put it on the cloud.
That's something.
Just do it.
Yeah,
just do something.
But also, hey, fuck it, I don't care. Like hit us up. Like you can follow us through our own Twitter. Find us, follow us. Fuck it, ask us questions. We'll eventually.
Yeah, Sauce is at Elon Musk on Twitter.
Yes,
and you just tag him and anything.
Well, get it right, Hunter.
Also, make sure to bring up how gay and lame I am at all times.
Please.
So really
he needs to hear it. He needs to be humbled. But we love you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for honestly like listening to it. Like, if you fuck with Lord of the Rings, this was for you. If you don't fuck with Lord of the Rings, this was for you. So fuck you, suck my dick.
So fuck you. Pay me. Turn off the podcast.
The Lord of the Rings, the original motion picture soundtrack. Composed by Howard Shore and featuring 2 brand new songs from Enya, Aniron and May It Be. The music from the most anticipated film of the year, The Lord of the Rings. The original motion picture soundtrack. Out now.